Neptune released its Plasma 5 ISO update for March, which reintroduces the Lowmemory desktop, which is based upon Enlightenment 16 or Development Release 16, DR16 version 0.16 basically, which I'm running right now. As you can see here, this is my Chromium window. I can minimize it, and I have a taskbar just like on a normal desktop with tray icons where I find my mixer, and I have a USB symbol in here which allows me to mount and unmount devices, just like for example my USB stick in here. So I can now remove this USB stick, and if I insert new USB sticks or other devices basically which are mass storage devices, it will pop up a new message where you can see that it will add the device, and then on a click I can just simply mount the device if I want to. You can see also if I rest my mouse that there are some tooltips which allow me to simply see what I can do with this e16 desktop, e16 window manager. So if I left click, it will show up the user menu, and the usual thing that you want to do is in the user application list there are the most used applications, just like for example Terminal, Chromium, VLC, File Manager, or Configure Network, which is one of the first things I did when I started up this system with Lowmemory. Is I got into the menu, activated a connection to my Wi-Fi, typed in the password, and I was good to go to surf around and use then Chromium to browse the websites basically. Yeah, it provides several different virtual desktops which you can switch in here. You can also swipe. Let me just open up a window, just like for example the terminal window. All the basic shortcuts, hotkeys work of course, and of course you have pop-ups also here when a window is open, which allow you to, or which tell you basically what you can do. A nice little thing is shading the window, for example. What I can do now is if I have all my basic space used here and want to switch to another desktop, I can go with my mouse cursor to the right, and it will automatically then go over to this second desktop. What I can do also is, as you can see here, have two other desktops down below. I can go down below here, and this desktop in this case has another wallpaper. What's pretty nice is if I want to just simply, I can open up a file manager, of course, which is, by the way, a KDE application, Dolphin in this case, so you don't have to use some obscure software. We allow you to use the KDE apps, which are very nice and great. Dolphin, Kate, KDE Live, all this great software is usable in here. Let me just create text document here, text.txt. What I want to do is simply open this up in a terminal. I know I have terminals on my desktop 1 above, so what I can do here is just simply drag this down and then see my above desktop. In this case, let me do this, and now I can see the terminals, as you can see, because it was on desktop 2 on the other workspace basically. What I can do now is here type in basically what I can do is drag files over or drag the whole window over, and now I'm on desktop 1. I can go fully to desktop 1 just by pressing key combination Control and F1 in this case, so same way as in KDE, as in Plasma. VI, and then just drag this file in over here and open this up if I want to, which is a pretty nice and pretty cool way of navigating your system. Yeah, this is one way to do this sort of thing. There are other configuration options in here that you can set up. If you right click the desktop, you can go to themes. There are only 2 themes by default. You can install more themes if you like to. You can clean up the desktop, which is pretty nice. If I go back to this here, you can see it's a mess of windows. What I can do here is right click and then go to desktop and then clean up the desktop, and it will just simply rearrange all windows so it looks pretty again. I can use all the windows, which is a pretty nice feature, as I think. So let me go back to another desktop. right click, go to settings. You can see there are lots and lots of different configuration menus here, stuff that you can set up, pages, for example, areas that you can set up. The virtual desktops, as you can see here, I can set up more if I'd like to. I can turn off edge flipping mode, so it won't flip the desktop if I switch or if I go to a corner or to a border of a desktop. I can enable FX effects, basically. I can enable composite if I'd like to, and some another nice effects, just like blurred or fading effects, something like this if I'd like to. So it's pretty much a very small and lightweight desktop environment. 256 megabytes is the minimum required, and I think for a 64-bit system